Good morning, folks. RB here. Just going over where we are with SPX and what action we can expect next week. If you recall, in the last week we talked about, once we had the CPI breakout, that we probably will be testing a little higher in the 53.30, 53.35 range, right? And if you look into this structure, the action that happened post CPI was mostly very corrective, right? So no damage was done with any sale that happened on Friday or Thursday. I mean, we are pretty much just in the upward trend. And if you recall, in my post, I shared that the immediate support comes at around 50 to 80, 58 to 90, and if this is holding on Friday, then it can make another high, right? So that's what I shared. And if you go back and look what happened on Friday, um, the low was made 50 to 84, right? And a sharp bounce came through that, right? So very choppy action. Initially, I was thinking that this is going to hold, and I tried to scalp, but then again, of course, it got a stop loss hit below that, making a another low, doing a stop loss hunt here instead, and then just pumping over, right? So looking at this, if the top is not in here, which is 50 325, then we are probably looking ongoing wave 3, right? So a couple of ways which we can resolve this, right? So what we are looking at is that either this was just a one leg down for this wave 4 which we have marked here, coming back down to this 50 to 10, 50 to 35 range. Again, this was something that I shared here, that if we are going below 50 to 80, then we are in wave 4, and finally we will end somewhere in 50 to 30, 50 to 10 area, right? So that was this particular area, right? So this is where I expect the wave 4 to end once it's initiated, but we don't know yet if it's initiated or not, right? So with that, what I mean is that my initial expectation is that if this was the first leg the first leg one, for going up here, then on Monday we are gonna see a little bit of a drawdown, just to complete the wave 2, and then we're gonna start pushing up, right? Breaking this and making something like this around 53.40, 53.35, something like that, right? So an up move. This will become the wave 3 top, and I'll take a short here, right? And if you see on a larger time frame, it will create a very nice divergence in the RSI, showing the lack of momentum, somewhere like this, and then the start will happen for the wave 4 down, right? And our expectation for wave 4 is that it's gonna come back something like this to this place, something like this, right? So this is my primary path for now. And if the if this bounce that we had on Friday was just a retracement of this choppy move down, then we are looking at again a dip, a little bit of move up towards 53.12 or 53.14, and then the drop should start back again, right? Again, it could be very choppy. Wave 4 can take many form, so we can have this something like this, right? So anything is possible here until we get back down to this 52.35, 52.10 area, which is where I would call my wave for complete, not before that, right? So any choppy move for the next week, like this coming back down, this would be something which I would be looking for, this wave for completion. But I'm not gonna be buyer, like a swing buyer, before I see 52.10 or 52.35 area, right? And from there we can have a good rally back into 54. So that's a good swing to catch if that dip happens. And otherwise, what I'm looking at, like I said, my primary path is that we go up and then we move down, spend some time before we start looking at 5400 again. And other thing to look at is I think we have Nvidia earnings coming this week. It's an interesting chart for Nvidia, to be honest, right? Let's just see. This is something which I certainly want you to be aware why I think that area of 50 to 30, 50 to 10 can be tested. Looking at this chart, I cannot be very clear that hey, this was an impulse and these previous highs will be broken. I mean, if you see what we have done is it's a big chop move, overlaps and overlaps and overlaps. Can it just like gap up like here and make it like a wave three so that this is 1 2 1 2 and now another 1 2 and then it's a three? Well, it's always something is always possible, but my bet is not on that side right now, because I think that this kind of choppy move can actually be a precursor to something like this, right? So we had this move down as a W because it was an ABC, right? A three-way move here. We can call it W or maybe way down. That's okay too. So we can say that okay, this was my first leg down, and we are going up in a B, and we can be brought down back to the same level here at around 744 for wave four, right? So which means if when the earning comes, I think on 22nd, if I'm not wrong, yeah, in 3 days, right? So on 22nd, there is a huge possibility that we get this sell off back to the 730 level, and I would be certainly looking to buy it, uh, right? Because this is a big wave four correction. We'll bring this down to the support trend that we have from the lows, right, and somewhere here 740 range, and definitely looking to buy this dip in Nvidia, and I think the rally after that is gonna be into 1200 or 1150 or something like that, right? So big rally after this correction. I really think a sell can come, so I'm not gonna bet on the longer side on Nvidia, and like I explained on SPX. Going back here, if we get a pre earnings run here, we can certainly top out around 53.35, and then the dip can come post that with Nvidia earnings. We can touch 52.50, or I don't know where we will be by Wednesday. So if we are here somewhere, we can probably see a big dip towards 52.30, 53, or 52.10, right? So that's an area where I would be looking to buy again. So that's about it. And the rest of the things are covered in Substack for all the details on bonds, commodities, and other indexes. Please subscribe to Substack. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye.